Greetings, YouTube. Happy Katie Candy takes on the Abyss Day. Go check out her run sometime today if you can. She definitely deserves the support. And welcome to another edition of Offer Review Grades. This time, it's the Signature Stone bundles. Keep in mind, these have shifted in the game for a long time. They were kind of the expectation to be with Crystal Shard offers on the first of the month. So you would just kind of hope that you would see them pop up whenever you could in, say, the monthly cards. But Kabam knows that with the economy of the game shifting away from crystal shards for so many players, because Cavalier crystals are so thirsty when it comes to getting 5 and even 6-star champions, and now you've even got that daily featured Cavalier crystal for those of you for $5 who are Cavalier. They have different Signature Stone bundles. It's also interesting to me because yesterday you had some people who defended somehow the 5,000 unit offer and said, Prof, when are you going to be able to get 5-star Signature Stones if you don't get this 5,000 unit offer for a 5-star? And I always say, well, just wait 24 hours. Maybe they'll come back. It was literally 24 hours ago that comment was made, and 24 hours later, here we have some Signature Stone bundles. So let's hope that this is not something that person lives to regret because they actually spent money on units because they didn't think Signature Stones were coming back anytime soon, and literally they were coming back the very next day. All right, so we've got some Signature Stone bundles, and of course the 6 stars are for Cavalier people, and then the rest you kind of go down the line. We are going to start with the cheapest. These are 24-star Signature Stones and 5 class-based +5 Signature Stones. I mean, I get that if you are somebody who desperately needs Signature Stones into your 4-star, maybe you're grinding Act 3 or you're even trying to become uncollected. I know a lot of people over the years who've become uncollected with rank 4 stars because you have the right champions and the right skill, most importantly. This is a maybe somewhat tempting offer, but how much should this be worth in 2020? I'm not even saying $5. Because for $5, between $5 and $10, we have seen the max sig ability Signature Stone item that you can put on one 4-star champion, and it takes them from the assumed sig 1, which is what they are when you awaken them, to sig 99 for $10. And so this is 1/5 of that, plus a few Signature Stone crystals, and a standard amount of gold, though this gold looks like it's Scrooge McDuck generosity compared to the all-time trash amount of gold we got from yesterday's 5,000 unit quote-unquote deal, which was not a deal at all. So I'm going to give this a D-, and it's only not an F because compared to all the other offers we've seen this week, it's actually a little bit better, but that's because everything else was a traffic accident. All right, here we go. Jumping straight from $10 to $30. 20 5-star generic Signature Stones, 5 5-star +5 Signature Stone crystals, and 300,000 gold. Well, it at least kept the same format that the right side deal is, because sometimes it is very suspect. I'm hoping that that's the case with the 6 stars, where they at least keep 20 generics. But at the same time, Kabam has been known to, for some weird reason, ditch their strategies with consecutive of the same Signature Stone offers. You know, how much is this worth in 2020? I don't think this is worth more than $19.99. You know, I think it would be a decent deal if you had the gold stay at 300,000. But as I always say, Kabam, with the general retail price of offers, likes to give 100,000 gold per $10 of unit-based offers, which is why you see that starting point in the 4-star Signature Stone bundle are $10 American for 100,000 gold. I think this is, again, a D offer. Maybe it's a little bit better than the right one, but it's $10 at least too overpriced. And we have seen for this price even a few 6-star class-based Signature Stone crystals thrown in. I think a lot more people would be tempted to buy it if it was the same price and at least had 6 + 1 or 5 + 1 6-star Signature Stone crystals thrown in. But it doesn't, because they want to wait for the whales to purchase the highest priced item, and that is, of course, the 6-star Signature Stone bundle. And why on God's green earth are they being so cheap with these that they're ditching the format on the right for $50 a year ago, when 6 stars were still so rare. And maybe that's why these things were a better deal a year ago, because the chance of people having awakened 6 stars at all, but especially awakened God tier or beyond God tier 6 stars, was almost impossible. Now that people have those awakened thanks to awakening gems from Act 6 or the Abyss, or they've taken maybe an unawakened or a low sig 6 star to rank 3, Kabam is trying to capitalize. This is where they're making the most money. This is where they're price gouging the most, because they know that it is all about the prestige wars at the top two, and every single 6 star signature stone could be the difference between whether or not the prestige of your alliance is where it needs to be. So it forces everybody in the alliance to buy crazy overpriced bundles for what you get. This should be, for $50 at minimum, the same exact format that the right two are. It should be 20 generic 6 star signature stones and 5 6 star plus 5 signature stone crystals. They have lowered the guaranteed amount of 6 star 6 stones from 20 to 5. And they've replaced the total amount of 20 that you got on the two right with the total amount, period, of 6 star signature stone crystals plus the signature stones. But to make matters even worse, they took out the plus 5 signature stone crystals and they're plus 1. They are price gouging these items in a criminal, immoral manner, but it's their company and they can do what they want. I just want you to know that for this exact same price a year ago, you could have gotten 20 6 star generic signature stones and plus 5. Oh, by the way, you could have gotten 50 5 star signature stones in addition to that. They've taken away the 5 stars. They've lowered the 6 stars from 20 to 5 for generics. And they've taken away the plus 5 that you've seen in the right and lowered them to 15 plus 1s, which, if you think about it, even if you get the same class somehow, which is pretty much impossible, that's still only 3 plus 5s because it's only 15 total. The 6 star signature stone price gouging is unbelievable at this point. Kabam knew what they were doing when they put those super juicy rewards in the Abyss and Act 6, because they knew that you were going to hit a wall with 6 star signature stones and you were going to have to rely on crazy overpriced deals to truly milk the whales because it was your only option. I think this thing, as it's constructed, should be $30. It should be the price of the 5 star signature stone bundle. For $50, you got to at least keep that same format of the 20 generics and the 5 plus 5s. But Kabam says, we know that you're so desperate, especially in those top tier alliances, that you're going to buy it anyway, even though we've taken out most of the value but kept the price. During a pandemic, when people are losing their jobs and can't feed their families, at the same point. I can call it immoral all day. I can rant about how they're being exposed. They don't care. They're still going to try to make as much money off of it as possible. And the sad thing is, I know they're still going to sell a ton of these, because no matter what they charge, they could charge $100 for this, and people would still buy it because they're so desperate to not fall behind as they think about it in the prestige war. It just makes me sad, because as somebody that's got a 6 star Aegon and now a 6 star Awakened Human Torch, I know that, like, on paper I should probably buy this, but I feel like I'm totally getting ripped off and hate that that's the case. And I don't even know if throwing 5 more into Aegon at this point is worth it, especially $50. I'm going to give that an F grade. I'm not even going to give it a D, because it's not worth giving any credit to this new price gouging strategy that is totally exposing them for the economy of the game, jacking up. This is the toilet paper of MCOC, jacking up the demand and the price 1,000% versus what it was a year ago, just because of the way that the economy of the game is now structured. They can do it. I'm not saying they can't. It's their company. It's their offers. But given how many people are hurting, it just sucks. And I wish I could say something more positive in this video, but I just, I keep it 100. I want this to be, even last year's, if they had just repeated the 2019 offer, I'd be very happy to buy this. I want to give them my money when they earn it, because I want the game to be around. I don't want, if everybody went to free to play and nobody spent ever, then we wouldn't have a game to play. But at the same time, I'm not going to call fool's gold gold. And it's just, it really, really grinds my gears. I know it's an old-timey saying, that after so much progression in the game, that this is the price now that they expect people to pay for 5 6-star signature stones. Because that's the only guarantee in this offer besides gold, for you to take a 6-star up 5-6, which when you have 200 to go, that's saying, right? I mean, just do the math. That's saying that they expect you to max sig a 6-star, which is 40 times this offer. About, obviously you get an awakening gem of 1, sig 1, but it's 40 times this offer. So let's just end this with math, right? And this is just American, not even counting tax, but it would cost you $2,000 to max sig a 6-star based off of the price. So I know there are going to be people, as always, who come to Kabam's defense and say I'm being too harsh and I should give it a nicer grade. If you think it's a great day to be playing this game and it should cost you $2,000 to max sig a 6-star champion, that's not even counting the conversion rates of things, then I don't know what to tell you. That's not anything that I feel comfortable promoting on my channel, and I'm not going to start doing that false promotion today.